Anna Willats started her activism in 1992 with Lesbians Against the Right and the Right to Privacy Committee. She has also been part of the Toronto Rape Crisis Centre since that time and a professor at the Assaulted Women's and Children's Counselling Advocate Program at George Brown College. She sits on the board of the Mayworks Festival of Working People and the Arts and publishes a weekly e-newsletter called Rise Up News and Events. Anna received Now Magazine's Best Activist for 2006 award and was part of a team that received the 2007 City of Toronto Access Award for Disability Issues. In 2008, she was named Honoured Dyke by the Toronto Pride Committee. Anna has been a long-standing activist on the social justice scene. From anti-poverty, cultural events, and police accountability issues, her work in the queer community has improved the lives of all Toronto residents.
Some of whom are sitting at the back there with me at the Rape Crisis Center for 17 years. I want to honor them, the women that I worked with and loved and lived with and taught me everything I know about organizing and about social justice. I'm surrounded by community, so many people in this room. I've been on the front lines at the G20 with Tammy and working with women who are homeless, with Pam and with Jake and with all sorts of people in this room who do such amazing, amazing work. I want to say that I'm inspired by the youth, by young people who are making film videos like that, who are doing the amazing work that Ryan and all the nominees that are doing, that are every day and reminding us about why it's so important. That was my grandson that was on my knee. And I'm inspired by the queer and trans elders in the room, the people who've come before us. You must be thinking, she's so young, she's getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. How does that happen? And it's because I'm surrounded by and inspired by and sitting on the shoulders, standing on the shoulders of so many queer and trans elders who have come before me, and all of us stand on their shoulders, and I want to thank them and honor them for the amazing work that they've done. I'm inspired by my daughter and my son. As I said, my son is an amazing father. He is, every day, he is redefining what it means to be a father. He's a mothering father. He's a young man that's taken on responsibility and is doing his best to have to show his son a wonderful life. I have an amazing daughter who's here with me, Molly. And I want to say that sometimes we forget that there are other young people in schools who suffer, and those are the kids whose parents are lesbian, gay, bisexual, queer, trans, and two-spirited, that those kids get painted with the brush that people paint us with, and that they experience homophobia and lesbophobia and all sorts of things in our schools, and I want to honor them. I want to honor Molly, who works so hard on her studies, works so hard in the community, took on social justice in her high school, and is an amazing young woman. I want to honor queer teachers, queer and trans teachers. I am partnered with an amazing teacher, my wonderful, beautiful Helen, who's here tonight, and our friend Jen, and the amazing teachers that are working with our young people in our schools. I want to, I don't want to take up too much time. I know we've been, it's hot in this room. Somebody said it's like Hogwarts in here, and things are going to swoop at us. But I just want to say that while our community has made still continue to struggle. I'm thinking of queer and trans refugees coming from countries where they experience violence, where they are displaced, often by Canadian corporations, often by our government and other government policies, and of course by religious fundamentalists, and who come to this country and struggle and face many, many barriers, including the loss of health care most recently at the hands of our federal government. And we must never forget the people who struggle to come to this country, queer and straight, and make sure that we support them. And I'm inspired by, particularly when we talk about youth, Aboriginal youth. I don't know if you know, but hundreds of Aboriginal youth made this incredible trek from far north of Canada as part of the I Don't Know More movement, and came and walked all the way to Ottawa. And our Prime Minister saw fit that day, instead of meeting with them, met with some panda bears here in Toronto. We have to remember that while many of us are getting more and more respect and getting our place in the world and the place that we deserve, and are being treated the way that we all deserve to be treated, many, many more of our brothers and sisters are not. And I'm thinking of trans and queer people struggling in poverty, struggling, as I say, with the conditions on Aboriginal reserves in this country, and women struggling with violence, and so much more. So let's not forget them. Let's continue to inspire each other, be inspired by them and the amazing resilience that they show every day, and keep fighting that fight so that's in this room. And we are filling the Rogers Centre, as somebody said, with incredible, inspiring people from our community.